Give me just a moment, guys. Hold on a sec. How's it going? Zamball, 2 headphones. We'll get started in just a minute. Congratulations, buddy. But today, we're talking about something very, very terrifying. This is a topic I've been wanting to cover for a while because so many people have these big brain takes. Stuff that would make the game better in terms of Origin Realms, right? So today we're going to be reading them, you know, we're going to be scrounging through the folds of these people's brains and trying to figure out what ideas are good, what ideas are bad, and what ideas are confusing. Like, why would you do that? Why would you suggest that? Alright, and we're going to go ahead and start off with the thing that wanted me to make this video in the first place. Blacklisting the word Spire. Now, before we start, I have to say, do not at all go to these people and DM them, because 9 times out of 10 they've already learned their mistake, they've already figured out, the discussion was already had, or they've been roasted to hell already. Besides, we are better than that, okay? If my community is better than anyone else, because we don't go and harass people. So we'll go ahead and start off with blacklisting the word Spire. He starts off talking about how it's annoying that the whole chat to be... Wait. It's annoying for the whole chat to either be people asking for Spires or looking for Spires. So maybe blacklist the word for a little bit like you did with GG. Now... I think that the easiest way to show that this is a bad idea is the fact that people would just use a different word, right? Is anyone at a tower? Because Spire just stands for spiral tower. So they just be like, is anyone at a tower or a blighted biome or this, that, and the other? Like there's so many words people could use that would make this not a problem. I can understand it can be annoying, but at the same time, you're just getting rid of one word to replace it with a billion other words. Like, you might as well just mute the chat. If you have a problem with seeing the chat, just disable chat, okay? It's not that big of a deal. Super easy to do. But I think the first thing that went through my head is like this update literally just came out like last week. So why would you want to limit the speech of people trying to play said game? They were trying to experience the update. Why would you even suggest that? What goes through your brain where you think, oh yeah, that's a good idea, we should just limit the word? It's dumb, it's stupid, we all know it's stupid. You know? But this guy basically got roasted, and he denied himself. He's like, yeah, this request wasn't the best. You know? So he learned his lesson. We're not gonna roast him. It is funny, the audacity of some people. I get it's annoying, but at the same time, just don't do it. How's it going, guys? Thank you. I'm not going to be able to talk to chat too much unless you have something to do with the topic, so saying hello and stuff. Know that I do see you. But like, you know, I'm going to be turning this stream into a video so that people later can watch it. So unless like one of what you're saying involves the subject or stuff like that, then I probably won't be able to answer it unless it's in sections like this where we've already discussed this, and we can move on, because this section right here can be cut out. I also had a dream what the hell? Having dreams and stuff. Alright. Let's continue going down the list, and we'll say we'll go ahead and listen over here. Boss idea: Morning Mound. The ancient Morning Mound, a creature who controls the living and the dead, makes a clump of blighted flesh bound and tethered together with rusted chains. The damned creature bound to the Nether. So it's sounding like this is going to be found in the Nether. The blighted biome would be a blighted soul sand valley. New fire spawns here, a purplish soul fire. New blocks, soul logs, planks, cursed soul sand, cursed. Okay, so all that stuff. Oh, even blighted lava. Now that could be cool. I'd love to see blighted lava. New mobs. A zombie that withers you and spreads fire. Morning Star miniature version of the mutated skeleton. Once you defeat it, turns into a pile of bones. But if you don't destroy it in time, it respawns. That's annoying. That's so cool. This one is a little bit longer. It drops... Okay, so he's just suggesting a new boss for the Nether. And honestly, the Nether could use another structure. It could definitely use another boss too. The only issue I'd see with it is just how difficult to get to, but at the same time, this is like bosses, so your average player isn't gonna go to it. Honestly, that's not that bad. I don't see too much of a problem with that. That's a really cool idea. Not sure exactly how it would work, but it would basically mean that there's like each resource world could have, you know, two blighted biomes, one in the Nether and one in the resource world. The rest of this is just people responding to this. I ain't reading all that. Stuff like that. Suggesting other stuff. Oh, look at that. That's a pretty cool design. I really like that design. Oh my gosh. Must have taken forever to make. I'm no good at, Oh, look, they got a relic here. I don't want to favorite it. I'm trying to look at it. Can barely see it. Wow. Yeah, he didn't resize any of them, so. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the next one. Custom blocks, we're not looking at that. Armor Grim storage upgrade. Okay, let's take a look at that. In some way, upgrade the spirit armor so that the Grim you have gets 3 extra inventory slots when put on it. One of the armor pieces, it would have +1 inventory slots, which for equal to 9. So he's basically saying to give the Grim that spawns through the armor and the sword the ability to hold stuff. But doesn't the Grim despawn? Would that be? I don't think that'd be a good idea. That involves a lot of coding. Unless I mean, I don't know how it's coded, but I'd imagine that'd be difficult. And honestly, like, what's the point? It's just 3 extra inventory. Alright, whatever. It's not the worst idea I've ever seen, but it's not great. Alright. This one actually intrigued me. This one was pretty good. We all know you can collect Dragon's Breath and make it used for lingering potions, so what if Origin Realms added the similar thing with blighted bosses? You'd be able to collect some of the Blight Vomit Fire from the Marauder and use it in custom brewing potions. This could be used for a brewing update, maybe. And that, honestly, would be amazing. Like, because we don't have a way to obtain Dragonfire, so tipped arrows are just off limits to most of us, except things like spectral arrows and arrows of slowness, when it comes to, like, strays and, you know, glowstone. This would actually be really cool. Like, I genuinely think, like, this could be the way to, obtain, like, Dragon's Breath. I mean, I guess it would be Blighted Fire, but you can change that. Like, they've done the similar thing where you can just change the crafting recipe, so instead of Dragon's Breath, it just needs this Blighted Fire. Whatever you call it. Blighted Breath? Whatever. This one is a really good idea. I'd love to see this in the game. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little heart. Jesus, I gotta wanna... Ah, I can't use my own ones? Alright, whatever. I'll give it that. I think that's... Weekly event ideas. I think there should be IRL weekly events. Make like double money by selling crops, or half the price of putting things on auction house. This guy knows what I like. This guy knows what I like. That's not the worst idea in the world. However, I don't think weekly events would be good. I think maybe like a monthly event where, I mean, I think someone mentioned something like that. Like having a double XP or stuff on weekends and stuff like that. That sounds pretty good. Hey, don't look at the notifications on my Discord. Don't be looking at that. Don't look at that. Leave that alone. Don't focus on that. Alright, let's see. Anything interesting? Halloween ideas. This one looks interesting. Okay, so this guy's suggesting new items for the Halloween event. It looks like they got a house. Or not a house, a hat. I said a house, I'm stupid. And furniture, it looks like. It looks like he made furniture and then also a helmet for it. That does look really good. I want if they were to add something like this, it definitely needs an animation. I'd love to see this in the game specifically. I don't care about the hat. I care about this. This would be awesome. Although I think the hat could go well with some sets. Hunter's hat and the back swag accessories. This could be really cool. I don't care about this, but I love this. This is the same situation because I'd love to see this in gold. Oh my gosh. So these are more accessories. I don't know if I think these are mobs. I think that's what he's suggesting, unless they're like furniture. I mean, these are cool. I don't think these would ever make it. These are not. I don't like them too much. The rest of these are kind of mid. Although that'd be kind of neat to use. Same with that. Oh, that's a balloon. Screw balloons. I can't stand balloons. I know a lot of people like them, but I don't. Stop making fun of my notifications. This gesture's not bad, but I don't know. I probably would never use it. I'd love to see them in game. These are good designs. I'll give them a 6. What's a good one? I'll give them like an 8 out of 10. Good stuff. Add knee pads to spirit boots. What the hell? The way the rib continues down the entire okay, so this is just like a visual thing. He wants knee pads on that. It doesn't matter that much. I don't care too much. 7.5, yeah, I mean... Now this is cool. Okay, so this guy suggested a Gothic Throne. Now we did just get a new throne in the game with the Marauder's Throne. However, that is cool. I really like that. I'd love to see this in game. I'd probably not use it personally, but I know so many people who could use this in their builds. This is... I want to see this. Origin Realms, do it. Put this in the game. We will not rest. We will not rest till this is in the game. That is such a good one. I love that so much. Alright, that was the one we already read. New open world structures. We're going to be getting that anyway, so that's not necessary. Why not repainting the spirit? Oh, okay, never mind. I know what that is. More food, nah. Adding a meter. Ooh, okay. Adding a fill meter to spirit weapon. So, okay, this was made by CoCap. So basically he's suggesting that we add like a meter, to the weapons or the armor because as you deal damage, it spawns a little ghost friend to help fight with you. So what he's saying is to just add a meter to that, so we can see, when it's gonna spawn. Which I think that's probably something they could reasonably add in the near future. I definitely see them adding that. Heavy more health, blight compass. I know this was suggested a few times already, but I have some ideas on how it could be done correctly. First of all, each blight biome is going to have one. So if it's too much, maybe one for all biomes. I just think 10 compasses for 10 different biomes would make the most sense. You would craft it simply by using a compass and a relic. Alright. So the spirit compass concept I made, let's see some of the ways you could balance it. The compass wouldn't be accurate, meaning someone could lead you to a non-blighted biome, but I think it's a 50 chance of leading you to a blighted biome. I'm balancing it. That doesn't make too much sense though. That doesn't make too much sense. The interesting recipe, yeah, it's just going over the recipe. The compass would have two uses. So when you got into the biome, blighted or not, it would break after 2 times. So basically what he's suggesting is you take a compass and the relic you get from a specific boss. So for example, in the Mesa biomes you can get the Marauder's Horn, and then you combine it with that, so you'd be able to find a Mesa. It would give you a 50-50 chance of either finding a normal Mesa biome or a blighted Mesa biome. I mean, it's not bad. It has 2 uses, so like you're almost like it's a decent enough chance to find one. But how would you... Okay, so he says when you get there. It is an interesting idea. And he's saying you can have a different compass for each one. I think a better idea would be to have like this empty compass that you have to craft, right? And then you can fill it up by using a relic. And then instead of it breaking after, what, 2 attempts? When you get to the resource world, it'll slowly start to drain until you get to that biome. And it guarantees that you get to a blighted biome, but it doesn't guarantee... Like, it'll point you in the direction. But if you take too long to get there, the meter will just completely unfill, and then you'll have to fill it back again with another relic. I think that would be a lot better. And it's kind of building off of this idea, although I do think, stretching my nose a little bit, that this would not be the worst idea in the world. I could see them adding something like this, because they got, don't they have a compass for finding ancient cities? Or is that just a mod? I think that may be a mod. I think instead of having it 2 uses, you could just have it where it's a meter and it'll slowly drain as you're in the resource world. I think that would be a lot better. A lot more balanced and fair, I think. You know, rather than just breaking after 2 uses. But that's just me. I don't know if the Origin Realms moderators would add this anytime soon. I feel like once more blighted biomes come out, so maybe like an ocean one or a forest or all these other ones, because they do plan to add more bosses to the game. I think they may add something like this, maybe like a year or 2 from now. We don't know. This could theoretically make it into the game. I'd give this a solid 50-50 chance. All right. Make legendary tools immune to fire. This guy's personal. I lost my legendary bow 2 times by burning it in the boss fight. So please make it immune to fire. And also its logic. Legendary tools are unbreakable, so they shouldn't burn. Oh my god. I feel that. I'd hate to lose one, but you know, come on, man. You got your fat finger it. This is one of those unnecessary, like that is genuinely a skill issue. But having said that, I have the feeling that I may drop my legendary tool in the fire soon. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Okay, this one suggests that it could solve the chat system. It's quotations important. You see that? It's important. Hold on a sec. You can't see that real quick. Let me adjust my face cam. We'll put this right here. We'll put this right here. This says right here, important. It's very important. There are 6 public parties. You don't have to get invited to them. All you have to do is /public party, then choose your party, red, orange, yellow, okay, so on and so forth. This would work just like a regular party, but no one is the leader. You can join the party and anywhere and anytime. Really? What are you barking for? We'll have to cut that out. I mean, isn't that basically what we already have? I mean, that's basically what we already have. Like, if you're in the red resource world, you communicate with everyone in that world. I don't know. But, like, at the same time, let's say I'm in resource world blue, but I want to find the red spire. I hit the mic a little bit. I guess what it would say is that, like I could just switch chats and then say, hey, are any of you guys at the spire? That's not horrible. I think it's better than /shout though. I don't know. Because the issue with like party chat is you have to type /party chat, or your PC or whatever, and that's just annoying. I'm just trying to talk to the people in my chat, you know. It's annoying to have to type a whole bunch of extra things. Heavens forbid you get one of the commands slightly off by like putting the wrong thing in. You gotta type it all over again or go all the way back. I know that's a convenience issue. But like the regular chat system works just fine. Yeah, it is basically just Windcraft parties. Make a menu to see the public parties people have and you can name the party. See, then, like, what's the point? Just join a group. Just join a party. Have it to where the parties, you don't have to have a /party chat. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like just normal chat should work. But too many people are getting annoyed with like the app. You know what's crazy about the new? And I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent right now. The reason a lot of people hate this new /shout system is because due to the fact that it takes freaking forever to either advertise stuff, say stuff, or even have a conversation if you want to have it in /shout, right? Because it's between multiple people. I suppose you could have that in a party, yeah, whatever. Advertisements have now gotten longer, and I'm one of them who made it longer because you have to advertise several different things. Now I need to look for a spire. I'm trying to buy a certain thing. I'm advertising the fact that we're going live, or we're trying to do this, or I have a shop. And it's like making this wall of text in chat. And it's... I'm guilty of this. I do it all the time when we're live. But it's because it takes like, what? How long does it take to have just one shout? Isn't it like a minute or two? Like 2 minutes? It's just some absurdly long time for Minecraft chat. Yeah, and they want to make it longer. And that doesn't make... So all you're going to have is like... That is annoying as hell. It really does suck. Because you'll say something like, hey guys, how's it going? And then you'll have 50 messages being like, hey, how's it going? Are you live right now? And you just can't respond to them. Unless you just go, you know, and DM. It's so annoying. Please see my suggestion, the Mom Bestiary. If that's further down, if we can get to it, we'll be here for a little while. Armor stand, armor decoration. Now this one may be interesting. So I'm sure you all heard that the armor design's on the armor. I know I do. But what about talking about another step so that special armor, specifically the armor stand, is a decoration, knight and castle themed. I see. Okay, so this was not what I thought it would be. I was hoping someone was gonna suggest the fact that, like, imagine you could put cosmetics on armor stands, right? That's an idea I've wanted. Like, let's say you have like a finish you want to show off, but it's not exactly something you'd really want to wear. What if you were to have that on the armor stand? So like you got the headpiece you could put on the helmet, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? I think that would make a lot of sense. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. I think that would be great. Although I do think there could be a lot of issues, especially with like losing cosmetics would be a lot more common. Because like once like when you get a cosmetic and you put it in your in the Cosmo shop, it's there unless you take it out. But I mean, yeah, there are in the shop. Hell, what if you can access the armor stand the same way you would in the in the cosmetic shop? And like, instead of like taking the cosmetic out of the cosmetic shop, you can put that cosmetic on the armor stand as long as you have it in your inventory. That could be a little bit better. So this way you wouldn't have to worry about things getting like taken. You know what I mean? I think that could work. That could definitely work. The only downside I could see is a lot of lag, probably. It would probably cause a lot of lag. Especially if a lot of people are wanting to put like every single one in, I don't know. Because then you'd have like someone like Sella Sorcery. She has the museum. She'd just have like a line of armor stands with every single thing. Yeah, I think, you know what, maybe that's not the best idea. It's a cool idea. It is a cool idea. But it would probably end up causing too many issues, and let me adjust this real quick. Probably end up causing too many issues, I see. Adjusting the camera a little bit. Okay. So let's continue going on. Lower cooldown for chat system as well as not making it rank depending. What? Title rank depending. What the hell? Wait, hold on a second. Pause. Is the limited amount of time you can shout based off of your rank? It does? What? There's no really. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. I mean, it makes sense, right? It makes some kind of sense, but even still, 2 minutes? 2 minutes for people who didn't pay for a rank. That's ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. I don't think that's okay. That is too much. That is too much time for my non-ranked players out there. That's messed up. Like, I'm elite, you know, I get what I get, but that's not fair for you guys, you know, a lot of you guys. To be fair, there are a lot of players who are like in iron armor and like who have like a stack of potatoes maybe, and who are like trying to beat the Spire boss and can't make it up the Spire, so they spam chat with like, can someone help me get my stuff? I need 250 gems to get all my iron back. And that can get annoying, but it's like, he doesn't know any better. He's got to learn. How do you expect someone to learn? Because I've been there. I lost like 3 diamonds and I was like, oh no, I can't get it back. 250 gems is just so unreasonable. How do I get that? You know? I don't even think it should be based off of playtime. I think everyone should have the same. If there's going to be a timer, everyone should have the same amount of time. And 2 minutes is way too damn much. Especially for someone trying to get something, you know? That is ridiculous. This last shout thing is just a mess. It really is. It's for those people who just constantly complained about the people talking. Oh heavens, people are talking about things I don't like in chat. Ooh. Because the advertisements have just gotten worse. They went from the advertising, like being spammed, to literally now chat is nothing but advertisements. Auction houses rank. Well, that has nothing to do with it. We're talking about chat. Auction house makes sense, you know. It's really ridiculous that they did this. This person's asking lapis to be useful. Platinum shield, sure, that could be cool. Reduce the. Oh wait, you can reduce faster times. You should get. Okay, this one was good. I like this one. As it stands right now, there is no incentive to play well or with teammates unless you don't care about loot. So why not change that? Buff either the average amount of drops to finish rates would incentivize. Wait, a buff to either the average amount of drops or the buff to finish rates would incentivize faster times, which usually comes out when people are playing together and skillfully well. I really like that idea. Like, the faster you do, the better stuff you get. But what I think needs to happen is there needs to be more incentive to play together. You know what I mean? Because as of it stands right now, you have the single player boss, right? And his AI and his difficulty spans across whether you have 1 player, 2 players, 3 players, or 4, right? And you get the same loot pool with the same amount. So what I'd like to see happen with the boss is A, the more people you have, the more difficult it gets. Alright? Not by a whole lot. Like, I'm not talking about going from like level 5 to level freaking 1 billion because you invited your 2 ironclad friends. But I'm thinking like a little better AI maybe spawns different enemies. I hate to say it, but maybe the rope dude spawns more often, like when you got 4 players, you know what I mean? This way you can justify giving the players more loot. So instead of like, so usually I think your average is about 5 things. So you'll get a key, you'll get a decoration, and roughly like 3 to 5 stacks of ruby blocks. I'd say that's the average because sometimes you get a little bit less, but most of the time you're guaranteed about 5 items. So what if like you were to give, for every other player you can like give like 2 more, or maybe just 1 more item. 1 more item per player, but also increase the difficulty. This way it's not like, you know, you just have more people and you can just get better rewards because you have a crew who can beat that guy in, you know, 20 seconds, you know. But I also do like the idea of the faster you do it, the better items you get. I think that should definitely be incentivized because it would incentivize you to get better stuff, to get better gear, and then the better gear you have, the faster you can beat them. But the issue is, like, once you got the gear, it's not like it gets too much better. Your play style changes, and that's how you get better speeds. And I think that should be encouraged, is changing up your play style. The loot pool is already bad for how good your armor needs to be. I don't know if I'd say it's bad. Maybe for players who care really a lot about progression, but like, with the amount of ruby blocks you get, a double chest which you can fill up in like a day or 2, 30,000 rubies is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. The decoration blocks, you can take it or leave it. You got the really good ones, you got the other ones. I really like getting, you know, the gold, that's for me. But the relics and stuff like that are good. I don't know. Is that how much you can get in a day? Roughly. Like, if you're good and you get decent luck, you can fill about a chest or a double chest in a day because, you know, each world resets in 2 hours. That's a minimum of like 12 Unless, like, the world is extremely unlucky and it doesn't spawn the blighted biome. Yeah, the cutscenes do count. They should probably change that to where the cutscenes don't count. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Anyway, but I do like the idea. I do like the idea. And maybe it doesn't have to be like the fastest time. It could be like if you beat it in a minute. If you beat it in 2 minutes. If you beat it in 3 minutes, so on and so forth. You know. You get better stuff. I do like... I think the idea is good and it incentivizes better play. Alright. Give me just a moment. Let's see. PvP and weapons. Add PvP arena where players can fight each other. In addition, I think this would be more interesting to add custom weapons. I don't know... Or I know we already have some, but I mean something craftable spear or any ore like the sword with slightly more damage, longer cooldown, no sweeping, double range, or something like a scimitar with the... Okay, so this guy's suggesting PvP arena. I'd love to see a PvP arena, and it is guaranteed going to be added to the game. But I don't know about all these custom weapons. I don't think that's the greatest idea. I have the feeling that spirit armor... Okay, so originally I used to say that when PvP is added, I think toxic armor would be objectively better than shadow armor, or at least on the same field as shadow armor, right? Having said that, due to the implementation of spirit armor, I don't think toxic armor is like viable at all. Like even when PvP is added, I think toxic armor is just garbage. It's not good at all. I don't see a point of it. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It is definitely cool, but unnecessary. Like, spirit armor just wipes it out. Shadow armor still hangs on because it's good, right? But, you know. I think if they were to add PvP, they should definitely have, like, when you beat the person, you get their player head. I think that could be cool, although that may encourage a little bit of lag. I don't know who this person is. Netherite armor. Netherite armor is good, though. See, I think netherite armor has more durability, though, right? And it has the natural explosive resistance. Well, you'd also have the people who'd, like, sell their player heads. So, like, they change their skin to where it's, like, purely black or something like that, so that people can buy those and use them for decorations, and that would be amazing. Oh, and knockback resistance, don't forget that. Okay, so this one's was suggested by one of these guys. A bestiary would be an item found in the cabin in the forest of the Origin Islands. As quests are very... Wait, as quests are very asked... As quests are very asked. Is that right? For the new Bestiary 101, an NPC will give you fabric, furniture, creatures, indigo, toxic spawn. Okay. So basically, you get rewards for completing like a Pokedex. It's not a bad idea. It'd be very good for new players, but for most players, it'd just be pointless. I mean, it's a cool idea, though. I like it. You know, you'd be able to document so you can find, like, loots and stuff like that. That would be extremely useful for people who want to make videos on different mobs. People are saying to scroll down. Maybe you'd quest in Sorticopium and fill out badges and stuff like that. Bronze, silver, yeah. Yeah, based on Pokemon. Yeah, so they're just saying what I'm saying. Yeah, this is a great suggestion. Something like this. This would be so good. And I'd also love to see, like, if they had, like, the drop rate down. You know, you'd be able to see, like, what items drop and what percentages they drop. That could also be very cool. I will be right back. I gotta go get some water. I'll see. We should be able to apply some. I don't care about that trash can feature. No. A lot of these are like basic quality of life stuff, and I'm looking for like either really good ideas or really bad ideas. You know, staff portraits should have a rare chance. What? Staff portraits? Oh, okay. So it's like you get portraits of staff. That could be cool. Kamikaze Dynamite. Nah. Soul Collector boots. Nah. Profile badges and achievements. Blighted Fire. No. Enderman Relic for mid-game. No. Moss generating. Spirit pickaxe. No, that's kind of stupid. I want to make a bakery at spawn. He just wants to sell stuff at spawn. That's pretty funny. I need to make like a little hatch that I can take off. Vaulting should work in the lobby. That's just another quality of life thing, but I 100% agree. I think vaulting should 100% work. Alright. This guy's spelled Ant-Chent Mob. Ant-Chent Mob. Ant-Chent Mob. That's all I'm gonna say. Lobster Boss. Okay. Giga Chad emoji. I know who did this. Minecraft Kitty, what'd you do? This is stupid. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's see it. Alright, let's see. 7 months annual assembly. Nah, we don't care. Grim Sentry for armor stands. Nah. Add a boss horse armor. That could be kind of cool. New Blighted Boss idea. Let's take a look. Nah. New Christmas tools and weapons. No. He like, if you're gonna suggest that there be a new type of weapon or cosmetic, you need to like have visual aid so that I can see, you know. More weapon options, salvaging platinum, global process, updates, item requirement. Vulture, okay, this is another really good one. I like this one. So this person is suggesting it's a pretty basic concept, but the vulture mob that could be tameable with rotten flesh, hunt zombies like zombie-like monsters, so regular zombies husk ground, increased chances of dropping better loot. So it basically have like looting 1 when defeating these these mobs, and in the wild they can be found in deserts and act neutral like a regular wolf. I love this idea. I think it's such a cool idea. I genuinely, they could be potentially like the Gullet, where they maybe have fortune 4 or looting 4, and then like they go to swing at the mobs, and you get better loot from it. Although I will say, it would be a little less good, but it'd be cooler than the Gullets, and you won't have to worry about them trying to escape or kill you. Now this one's pretty cool. So they add a new item called the Quiver, which would just basically like what you see in other mods, where they add, you know, a quiver that holds like a couple stacks of arrows, and you don't have to just cram your inventory worth of arrows. I'm finding out how much I hate having mending on a bow, because I constantly have to have. You can't put it. They need to allow you to put infinity and mending back on the bow. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. We've been oppressed for too long. Let us put mending and infinity back on the bow. Why would you do this to us? This is why I like using the legendary bow, but the spirit bow is just objectively better. It's just objectively better. So annoying. So very much annoying. Ah, whatever. Wisp plushie. Since we can't capture him, give us a whip plushie. This is coming to the game. I guarantee it. I will bet money that this is coming to the game. I will bet money that there's going to be a Wisp plush. And I'm going to get it. And I'm going to buy as many of these as I can, because that is gold. Fucking at it. That's my one swear for the video. It looks like a lot of people have... There was a couple that I wanted to look at that have been deleted, I think. Rework to the chat system, wars, empty spawners, cactus in the blighted burn, give tools use. Blighted decorations. Yeah, that's gonna be added later. That one was just rejected. Rename the Grimmels to Gremlins. Oh, that poor dude. That's such a... He's like, could we, guys, hear me out. Let's rename this mob to a gremlin. And everyone was like, no, get it out of here. Get the hell out. Blighted Dynamite and Flint and Steel. Okay, so they just want the Blighted Dynamite and stuff added from, combining these with the Dynamite. This one's the Flint and Steel, but I'm sure they have. Yep, the Dynamite that's thrown by... We're not going to talk about this Jesus Christ, okay. I get it. They'll probably add something like this in the future. Add a boss horse. This original message was deleted. Okay. Blight bench. Yeah, whatever. Remove the shout down, cooldown, and the idea in total. This guy's like, just straight up remove the chat cooldown and the idea. Rejected. 500 comments? This was made 2 days ago. 525 comments. 109 upvotes rejected. Please, actually, just remove the entire system. Yes, I hate it. It's so ridiculous. There's so many other ways to reduce spam, and this is not it. Better ways. Realm chats is a good idea. You could toggle it. So annoying to read roleplay. +1. Real. Asian squid over here. Golden hat, my bad. The system at least add like /ignore. I'd like /ignore. /ignore would be pretty good. /block command that plays like... We can now turn people, annoying people into netherrack, cobblestone, or rejected. No. People liked it. I mean, people don't like the shout system, but people liked this idea. And I guarantee you it was rejected by the mods. It's like, I want to compliment the mods because they've been doing such a great job lately, but it's just this one tiny issue that's like actually a lot bigger than, in terms of players, like, quality of life. They just can't get over it because they're like, look, we're trying to figure this out. So let's make it worse. And I'm just, like increasing the cooldown. That's not gonna work. That hurt. That sucks. It's like this update would 100% be the greatest update ever added, and it still is. It still is. Do not get me wrong. But this would be one of the greatest updates ever added to Origin Realms or any Minecraft server ever. had they not implemented this last shout feature in the update, had they waited to add this like a couple of weeks after the Blighted biome came out, this update would be beloved by everyone. Guarantee it. It's this one thing that's causing so much problems. You know? It really does suck. It does suck. Because I love the update. I love what the server's done. It's just the shout feature is that bad that it really almost completely outweighs. Like, it evens it out. The Blighted biome should be doing this to any bad parts, but it's evened out because the slash shout feature is so bad. Go up there and more suggest. Yeah, I know, we've been reading suggestions. Maybe finish the woods and new uses for Blighted Essence. Torn plushies for Blighted mobs. Marauder plushie. Yes, I'd love to see a Marauder plushie. I'd love to see a Marauder plushie. Oh, this is one I wanted to talk about. The shout command is being in... Wait, no. The shout command being in a 5-minute cooldown didn't stop the chat clutter at all. I feel like it costed some... I feel like if it costed something, or that it was on a much longer cooldown, the chat clutter would be substantially reduced, or make the useless garbage coming out. Some of these messages would not be reduced, or would be reduced by making shouts more valuable and making people less likely to waste a shout on useless garbage, like examples in this screenshot. Okay. Grimace Shake. Really? Okay, so like his whole thing is like he's saying Grimace Shake and he's like, I fucking hate this chat, man. Oh man, he's saying an overused meme for a shout. What a waste, man. I'd love to see someone, you know, I'd rather see someone shout that they're selling a stack of potatoes for 500 rubies a piece because they don't understand the economy. I'd much rather see that than people just enjoy themselves and have a conversation. Heavens forbid. It's like so many people, I know I'm getting a little upset at this, but I don't understand why there are so many people who just hate the fact that other players talk. If you dislike so many people talking, disable chat, or better yet, get off of multiplayer. Because on any other server, you will get this. What are you doing playing multiplayer if you just don't like people speaking? People are allowed to have fun. I get it. It can be annoying. Don't get me wrong. Just last stream, we've had people get on my nerves with some of the stuff they were talking. But I'd much rather have that than making people pay to speak. It is such a... It makes me a little bit upset. I'm sorry, guys. Like, it's one thing to have the slash shout feature to try and limit chat a little bit, but we've discussed this earlier. It's just gonna make ads even more clogged. It's just so dumb. I can't believe it. We were like, real talk, you can crack down on more people trying to circumvent it, and you can crack down on people and make it like... Advertisements should be on a cooldown if they're not. What? Progressive... Why are there so many people who like this? Progressive tax that goes higher the more you keep shouting. Because new players who want assistance learning something... Let's say they ask a question. Like, hey, how does this thing work? And no one answers them the first time. Now they gotta wait 5 minutes and pay for a shout, which they do not have the funds to do. Just to learn something, right? And going to the Origin Realms site, there is no proper guide on anything. There is no guide on how specific items work. The Wikipedia is empty because I guess they just neglected it. And then you have people like this. We're not gonna say his name. We don't want people dogpiling him. But this is a dumb idea. This is a really dumb idea. let's just continue going on. If you ever want, you could have a chance to restart your Origin Realms experience. I mean, you could just do that already. Oh man, don't send hate to the suggestion, guys. Don't do that. We're better than that. Parry enchant for shields. I'd love to see something like that. Giving like shields the ability to parry stuff would be pretty cool. No, do not. Minecraft Kitty, don't do that. Don't do that. So this person is just suggesting backpacks, which would give us extra inventory space. That'd be kind of cool. Basically, I just use them when building. But we already got shulker boxes. What's the point of backpacks? Let's see, more ranks. I don't think we need more ranks. Make MVP a darker blue. The issue with okay, I'm not reading that. First of all, 100% adding okay. 1,000 chats were responding at the same time. Respectfully, I disagree. The shout system has already made the bad situation worse. When I was on Origin Realms, I was joining and hanging out with my friends in an amazing Origin Realms community that has already made difficult Blacklist multiplayer experience. Believe the desired. The old chat was so they're basically he's just just talking back about what I suggested. Or basically what we've been complaining about this entire time. XP bottles should show how many levels they contain rather than how much the actual experience there are. Maybe both. Maybe both, because the issue is the more experience you have, the more experience it takes to gain another level. So let's say I'm level 30, 3 or I think like 5 levels is another level 30's worth. You know, it increases, it gets a lot higher, so it doesn't really... I think both would be cool. An item that would allow you to remove a certain enchant. It's another quality of life stuff. Durability fix. Nah. New armor with a new mechanic. Boss ideas. More member option. Let's see, this person sketched an idea. Nope. Make the Marauder adjust to your strength. Oh, it was already rejected. Okay. Oh, this would be cool. Defeated boss menu in profile. So basically, he's just suggesting that it tells you which bosses you've defeated. That could be cool. Yeah, I did use the mouse tweaks. The only issue is, like, there's multiple blighted biomes in resource worlds, so unless it's telling you like which bosses you specifically defeated, like basically there's like 12 bosses that are going to be added to the game. Maybe actually just be 10, so you get like a star for each one you've beaten, so people can hover over your profile and see that you've beaten these bosses. That could be good too. Not as useful, but still cool. Oh, again, a lot. Okay, so this one's suggesting more team member plushies. That could be really cool. Rename live set. Yeah, a lot of these are just... boss music on a structure disc. Do it. Do it now. I want to see this. I want to see it. Give me that boss music on a music disc. I'd love to see that, my man. A lot of these are just quality of life things. Yeah, none of these are too interesting. Alright, I think we could probably go ahead and end this section. I think we did a really, I think this is enough, you know, for a video. But we don't want to go through too much. We'll have another stream later. I think this was really fun, guys. This really was fun. But we'll end it here. There was a lot of really bad ideas, mainly to do with like the chat suggestions. But there were some really decent ideas. Like I said, a lot of this is just quality of life changes that I really don't care to go over. I just wanted to see like the cool ideas and the really bad ones. So I think we should do this more often. This was fun. Anyway, have a good one, guys. I appreciate it.